What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? It's your boy Cultivate with Kai back with another video here to cultivate clarity on all things unadulterated, unfiltered, and uncensored. Y'all already know what time it is. It's time to cultivate clarity once again on this bullshit that they trying to tie me into. And I may have some exclusive information, so y'all stay tuned. Let's go. Oh shit. Oh Lord. Oh, they own one. Wait a minute. Why the hell is this frog shit won't come off my thing? Hold on. What the hell? What's going on here? We gotta cultivate clarity because I'm so tired of trifling trip, retarded, big back ass. Okay. I ain't do nothing to you, Trip. And I'm tired of your ass. You sitting up there telling Rosetta all this bullshit. All that bullshit and trying to intertwine me into some shit that I have nothing to do with. And I wish you would stop because I don't owe you a motherfucking thing. Okay? Now, to open up this thing while I get this whole frog situation taken off my screen, because, you know, look, I owe StreamYard some money. I'm going to do a Misfit Muslimah. I owe my StreamYard, y'all. So y'all give me a quick little second. I'm going to play a little music to get us intro and, you know, get us started. Excuse me. And, y'all, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Hold on. Let me see, because what the hell? I'm over here pressing overlay, and this shit will not come down by any means necessary. Y'all stay tuned. Hold on. Tired of your ass, Trick. And then you gonna try to put. You think you putting fear in somebody talking about something? Oh, if you go live, I'm gonna do what I do to everyone. You thought I forgot? Tried to do the 82, still around this motherfucker. And despite of you getting your motherfucking refund back, you still got that shit in your motherfucking mouth. You really are off. You're off more than I suspected and expected. But y'all, let's listen to a little bit of this because this touches me every single time. And then we're gonna get into the meat and taters, the AKA the T-quake of it all. So y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend that Kaka is alive. Kai gonna tell you what's going on. Trifling, tripping, misfit, Muslimah is starting some bullshit.
Z-Box. On time, every time, always there. Said you'll never leave us or forsake us. So we stand on your word. Brought us out of darkness into your light. By your power, we're set free. Where two or three are gathered, you're there. In the midst. Thank you, Lord. So glad we know our souls anchored. Every single day you're worthy. To you we give the glory, cause our souls anchored. When we think back where we started, we can't help but lift our hands up.
Kanye West works for God.
That's right.
Can you lend me $1 million?
He'll be there. Do whatever. Through the fire. To the limit. He'll be there. Do whatever. Through the fire. To the limit. He'll be there. Do whatever. Through the fire. To the limit. Through the test of time.
I need to talk to my wife.
That's for sure. His love will never fade.
Never. No. Yeah.
He's sovereign,
That's right.
and that's for sure. He reigns for eternity.
No other love.
No other love compares. promised land is love is all that's
Yes, sir.
His word. His word.
Brother Pat, on
His word.
Lean not on your own understanding.
Acknowledge him.
His word.
Yeah, because he is the most high. The Lord of your understanding is wonderful. Man, listen, I had to open up the show with that to shake up the demons due to the fact that the demons are running loose. Man, listen, all I can say is hallelujah, that I am blessed, highly favored, and just in my protected peace. You know what I'm saying? I can't complain despite of the people that's trying to come for me and mine, attack, ruffle feathers, look through archives and look through motherfucking inconclusive tea. Despite of, I'm blessed and I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? I chose to open up the show with that praise and worship segment because people said they're gonna threaten to put me in jaws and shit. They said they're gonna put that hex on me, you know what I'm saying? And obviously I'm not scared of none of that bullshit that these people try to come on here and try to threaten and give idle threats with and hit people with. That doesn't make me or shake me at all. But I don't appreciate what the people are doing. You know what I'm saying? But I knew sooner or later this bullshit would come. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm cool, calm, and collected. But let's go into this whole trifling motherfucking trip. Trifling trip, you're lying, man. You are lying out your thick ass neck and your motherfucking chipmunk faced teeth and cheeks. Okay? Now let's get this straight. I don't come for nobody. That includes subscribers, content creators, nobody at all. I defend myself. Because what do I need to come after people for content? That's not my forte. Not at all. But I see that's other people's forte, such as Misfit Muslimah. You know what I'm saying? But that's another story for later on in the segment. We on Trifling Trip right now. Trifling Trip, I don't appreciate you putting me in your titles for clickbait and motherfucking viewership, okay? I really don't. Don't eat off me, beloved, because I'm not nobody to eat off of. I'm not a smorgasbord, except for at nighttime with my baby doll. Okay, now listen here, Trippy Trip. Okay, my whole thing with you started when you say let's address with your gripe with me first, Trifling Trip. You said you didn't appreciate me coming back and notifying you that people were calling for you on Get It Off Your Chest Friday, i.e. Manifest's channel. Rose T was calling for you, but that's not the reason why I hit you up. Not at all, Trifling Trip. I hit you up due to the fact that Melanie, and this is not throwing Melanie under the bus, but Melanie and some other people, I believe it was Manifest Melanie, and maybe one other person said, Kai, can you hit up Trip to come over and come over? They're calling for her. Rose T is calling for her. And I didn't think nothing of it because I understand that Trip can hold her own. Who would she be getting ambushed by when it's a 1v1? I'm not fucking understanding. So that justification that she was going to get ambushed by me is not true. Not at all. And I don't appreciate her lying in that fashion because that's not true. You should know me. If you should know me better than that to know that I wouldn't set a friend or someone that I'm getting cool with, that is someone that I'm cool with, because I was cool with you at the time. I wasn't, we wasn't best of friends. but we were cool. Oh shit, you two got some new backgrounds in this motherfucker. Y'all like this? But we wasn't friends. Why would I set you up to get ambushed? But since you feel that way, that's cool. You have every right to feel like you were gonna get ambushed on the Get It Off Your Chest Friday. You say you didn't like that. Okay, copy. After that, you hit me up in the DM, and I'm like, well, obviously she feels some type of way. She like, can you come to my platform and we could talk about it on the platform? But before that, I like this brown one. But before that, she's over here tagging me. I believe along that time frame, she's tagging me in posts. And may have came after that because I'm not good with dates. She's tagging me in posts, asking me why did I put my video of the one that was Sammy's, and VS came up. They was talking about VS and Roasty was talking about Sammy. That one. That came a little bit later. I'm not sure if it came before or after she hit me up on the Instagram asking me to come to her platform to discuss whether it was a planned ambush or not. I told her I will try my best to make it there. She hits me back with a fucking, and let me know if y'all want these receipts, because I could pull them the fuck up. I really could, because I don't have no reason, and I'm not that type of person to pull up this shit, because I could go off of word of mouth and I can go off my dome. Okay? So after she asked me, can I come to her platform to discuss how she was treated wrong, whatever, that me coming to get her to go over there to manifest shit. I said, I'll try my best to make it there. She says in response, with a slick ass response, oh, you make it to any place else. Okay. Because I could go where the fuck I please. I don't go places where they're looking for attention and attention seeking. I don't do that shit. So after that, I said, well, damn, I'll be there. In verbatim, I sent her the Michael Jackson gif. I said, I'll be there. Okay? But I got caught the fuck up because I was over there at Manifest Chat. She had went live at that moment in time, and she called me up. So I thought I could, at some point in time, could make it over at Trip's crib after I, made it to Manifest there. Manifest went live before Trip had asked me to come over there and hash the shit out. So she got mad that I was over there at Manifest platform and I didn't make it over to her platform when she invited me over there to discuss her being so-called ambushed. Now, fast forward, we have this whole thing. She's tagging me in posts on YouTube asking me, why is my video on membership? Is that any of your business in the first place? That's one. Two, I already told her in the messaging on YouTube, I said, you do not have to worry. I'm not like Misfit Muslimah. I don't take cash apps and payola to do certain shit, especially with my content. You don't have to worry about that with me, of course. You have to worry about that with your friend over there, Misfit, your ex-friend, of course, not me. So you don't even have to question me and tag me in a post on YouTube that you could have asked me behind the scenes. You were alluding to the fact that I was paid to put my video on membership. I didn't like that at all. And I expressed that to you. And I believe that was before you asked me to come on, your platform to express that thing. I believe it was. It was along that time frame. So she's telling me that, oh, I go everywhere, this, that, and the third. I don't come to her correct, this, that, and the third. Whatever you feel I don't do, Trick, that's fine by me. I don't really give a fuck. But then you over here, what did you do in the midst of that? You're tagging me in posts, talking about some coochie kai. You're saying that I trolled you, Trifling Trip. I didn't troll you. And hold on, let me drop this link for anybody that want to come up. I didn't troll you. I came in your chat and asked you a question. Why are you wasting those people? Her ass is on the motherfucking love line. What is this shit called on them fucking relationship lines? Looking for love and shit, looking for pen pals and shit. And I respectfully said, I dropped down in her chat, not under a pseudonym name and not under a troll name. I said, now, Trip, why are you doing that, messing with them people, wasting your disability check? It was a question. It was not a troll. It wasn't no trolling going on. It was an honest question. Why the hell is you wasting them people time? Because you was just playing in them people face, talking about something. I need to be taken care of. I need my teeth done. I need this done. I need that done. I'm like, well, you're not even looking for love genuinely. You're looking for a cash cow. And my question was, well, damn, Trip, why are you over there wasting your disability check? That's a valid question to me. Now, she blocks me, then she gets an attitude. This is when she really get a heart when she blocked me out of it. Listen, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Because I can ask you questions just like you ask me questions. Okay? So then, fast forward, we get to the part where she makes a community post. You know, and look at her. She live now. She want to respond to me. See, I told you I'd drain your fucking numbers. Stop using me and fucking what is her shit? Trip on the way over. See, I don't even want to put up her damn image of them two big people back to back with the chakras in them. But I'm not even gonna do that because people like it copywriting people. Not doing that. But you get on your thing and you say, when are we gonna stop? Hold on, let me see. What is that shit? Trip on the way over. She gonna say, when are we gonna stop striking and band together and take trees down? And obviously we can't do the shit because the bitch keep making fucking channels. YouTube has to do it. Not us. So you're already making rhetorical statements and trying to be funny. So I knew you was talking about the people who recently struck her. So look at it. Here we go. She just be bored talking to herself on the fucking shit. Let's look at this. Look at this shit. Now y'all see it. It says, so when are y'all gonna team up and finally shut down? You know who that is. Y'all don't want to do that. You rather strike, kiki, ha-ha, or fake beef. It's funny how the same CCs and subscribers, fast forward to today, because that's where we are. Subscribers sit with the enemies and victims, and none is the wiser, excuse me. Y'all condition yourself to accept this as entertainment. Ain't no way. She thinks she'll Aretha Franklin. Yes, I'm judging a lot of y'all. My eyes are wide open. My mouth is loud as fuck. Only the real ones can hear me. And then she said, y'all hold me. Y'all hold me to it. Her ass gonna say it was a play at hand. Trip another one who thinks she bigger than the program. She another one. She really is. Oh, she deleted my comment. Oh, why you delete my comment, bro? Trip. Because I said, when you take the head initiative. That's what I said. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Because I screenshot it. I sure enough did. Hold on. Since you the spokesperson for it, that's all I'm saying. This you want to say I'm trolling her. How am I trolling you asking you questions? How? How is it trolling? I don't consider it trolling. Hold on. Is that it? Here you go. Okay. Image and new tab. Is this it? Yep. There you go. Boop, bop, bam, boop, bop, boom, boom. There we go. All right. And I feel like, do y'all think this is trolling? Do y'all consider this trolling, y'all? Hold on. Y'all see what I see? Wait a minute. We come to the thing. Here we go. All right. There you go. Now I said the other one was when you take the head initiative. Oh, so you got upset that I asked or told you when you take the head initiative, that's when people gonna take off the YouTube. Why? How is that trolling? Hey Marsh, wait a minute, I gotta give love to my peoples. Hey sassy girl, hey my Lene, how are you? Melly Mel, Rose T, hey Rose, what's good with you? Do you know we screenshot around here? We got the regates, we got the receipts, the X Files, boop, bop, bam, boom. Why you mad, Trip? Deleted my comment. How was that trolling though? That's not trolling to me. That's asking valid questions. She gonna say, then she gonna after I asked her when she after or told her the statement, I said after you take the head initiative, that's when people will get her off the YouTube because we can't get her off the YouTube. Only YouTube can. That's it. Plus, when this bitch is making multiple fucking channels, now she says Coochie Kai up there perpetuating the shit that Wappa was seeing them say. She says you you seem to still be wet behind the ears. Have your balls dropped loose, sir? The milk bottle's not doing you any favor. Let it go. Now I could be, the same, to her. I could say some shit. I could say, well, since we talking about coochies, when the last time you seen yours? We could say that. We could all we could do that, you know. Then she says the milk bottle's not doing you any favor. Let it go. Coochie Kai, you acting like a bitch, moving like a bitch, and you fake like a bitch. I said, since you provoking me, like you did all the other times, I'm gonna hit you where it hurt. I said, get up off that thing and dance till you feel better. That's what I had in my mind. But I said, well, damn, she can't even get up off that thing and dance till she feel better. So I said, get up off your bed and shake a tail feather, bitch. You should be in Disabled Anonymous. Now, coochie that with your dead ass channel and your dead ass limbs. Because disabled or not, you don't get no pass from me. Very weird. And every time I try to be nice to the underdogs of the black tea sector, that's when they give me their ass to kiss. That's when they give me their ass to kiss. And that's all right with me. That's all right with me. But let's get into some of this black tea mess, the tea quake. What y'all saying? Because she knows I was riding for right, pretty eyes. You know what, Lene? I ain't even gonna go down that rabbit hole because she gonna come out the woodwork trying to say, yeah, ain't caught. I don't have time. Shit, I already had to defend my motherfucking honor last night over there at Manifest shit. And I wasn't even doing nothing at all. Talking about, let's talk about Manifest live from last night, because that was a beautiful live. And I think that I hate that some of my favorites were arguing. I really do. But we're gonna talk about it. Because Essence know I wasn't coming for her ass, talking about some don't address me in the chat. When the whole time I didn't even address her ass. I was referring to her, but I didn't address her, you know what I'm saying, with her name or nothing. Whole time she was addressing me, asking me why I sure do quote Misfit Muslimah a lot for her to be harassing me. And that's when that was her first dig at me in Manifest chat last night. But she wants to say that I was coming for her. Okay. All right. Welcome to the stage, my good girl, Talisha. What's going on with you, Miss Rose T? How are you?
Hey, little bro, how you doing?
I'm doing well, and I can't complain. How you feel?
I'm doing well. Can you hear me okay?
I surely can.
Okay, so I want to apologize because I feel like I have pulled you into at least this portion of the shit that you are in. So I want to tell you I'm so sorry.
No, you good. You good. It's people choose to listen to what they want to listen to and harp on what they want to harp on. You know what I'm saying? So it's not
True. I
true,
mean, she is a psychotic bitch, and I do believe she is, for some reason, obsessed with me. And if you aren't choosing to hate me because she has decided that she wants to eat my liver and put my feet in her freezer, then obviously you are the enemy too.
but right.
So
Yeah. And
let me give you
she
a
just threatened. She just threatened to do that to me if I will lie
hello,
about it. So she must be getting
hello.
my ice trays and mason jars ready. I
Oh
don't.
my gosh. So both of us gonna be in the jar tomorrow. But you
Yeah.
know what? I do believe in the power of Jesus Christ, so I think we'll be
Amen.
just fine. Okay.
Amen.
All right. Because my Jesus Christ is way stronger than her little pickle jar or whatever the fuck she keep her pig's feet in. Okay.
That part. That part. Prayers of the righteous avail us much. And she said prayer
All that.
was the strongest divination tool, but the bitch up there asking cards and shit for answers, which were unconclusive, which she got her.
Hello.
So go off, Trip. Ask them again, but I give you the floor.
Right. Thank you, my dear. So I just want to give you a little backstory. And most of these people already know it because they were sitting in Manifest and get it off your chest. They were sitting when I was talking to Manifest about what happened with me and Sammy. So a lot of these people already know the story. They already know the backstory. So for Trip to go over there, which really, just like you said, this heifer is trying to draw eyeballs to her channel. She is literally throwing spaghetti at the wall, seeing what's going to stick. And so when she couldn't get me to go over there, now she's trying to get you to go over there. She knows you have a following, you're growing, you're blowing up. Everybody, like, listen, when they trying to throw the mud in your name, that's because you're on the rise. And people don't want to see you rise. And they see that you're doing good and they want to see you fail. So you know what, brother? First of all, keep doing what you do. I'm so proud of you. And don't let them get that shit on you. You just keep going. Do you hear me?
Shake it off. Shake it off.
I have seen you mature. I have watched you grow. I've seen you get away from that bald headed scallywag. And I've just watched you just, oh my God, Kai, you have come into your own. Now, mind you, you still got some growing to do. And you a little messy too. But guess what? We all messy. I got a little messy boot in me. You know what I'm saying? So some would say a lot of messy boot in me. So you know what? But you know what? You when you see that there's something not right, there's something unjust, something that just needs to let me go dig a little bit more to find out. You go and you do it, and you are trustworthy. People will come to you to find out what the facts are. So you know what? Keep doing what you do. When motherfuckers is mad at you, that's because you're doing the right thing.
That's facts. And I thank you for
Okay.
acknowledging that, you know, because that's all that's where that
Absolutely.
shit with Misfit Muslimah stems from. But go ahead, I want to give you the floor. Do you want to say anything else, or let me know if you know?
So let me just give you one more piece on the Trip thing. So Trip, and I know your bitch ass is probably in the bushes with your stalkering ass bitch because you know I'm out and about. So you must be smelling me. So, and if you're not, you'll be smelling me later, watching the replay, rubbing on your little tingle bitties or your little foot nubs because that's all you need a foot surgery. So
They my
if you must know, there was a get it off your chest. And yes, I heard your bitch ass lying on me on that panel. But I wasn't going up on that panel because I knew Manifest was going to have a get it off your chest. And what did I say in the chat? I'm going to save it for Friday. So, bitch, for you to run around saying Kai set you up, what's the fucking setup? This was the slow motion is set up in the world, bitch, since you knew on that fucking Monday that I was planning to have you called up on that Friday. So to act like there was such a surprise that Kai tried to set you up. And so literally for people to come and tell you not to come, bitch, who had to tell you not to come? You said you made it up in your mind already. You weren't going. So this big old hole Kai tried to set me up, bitch, you full of shit. You want to pull eyeballs to your channel, so you made an issue. So let's get it straight here. And then after that, when you said for the last time ever that following Sunday when you cussed me out and you said I'm not going to talk about her again, and then bitch, what do you keep on doing? You keep talking about me, ma'am. I don't know you. I don't know why you have a problem with me. I don't know you. I don't have an issue with you. I don't like you because for some reason you always have my name in your mouth, but I don't fucking know you. Guess what? When I turn this internet off, bitch, you don't exist to me. The only time you do exist to me is when you pop up in my fucking feed saying Rose T. So, bitch, leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. And how about this? An extra added benefit. Keep Kai's name out your fucking mouth because he's not bothered with you. He doesn't give a damn about you.
at
You
all.
don't matter. And maybe that's the problem. You're so upset you don't matter. Well, bitch, go get you a pen pal. Go get you a prison bay. Guess what? They don't have shit else to do. So guess what? They will have 24 hours dedicated to writing you and running up your phone bill. You got 24/7 attention because that nigga ain't going nowhere. He's in a 4x5 cell. Call that nigga. Call Tyrone. Leave us the fuck
You
alone.
better go
So, you
down.
feel me? So, in that vein, no, Kai did not try to set you up. I asked anybody that knew how to get a hold of you to let you know that I was there and I wanted to get my issue. So, no, Kai didn't try to set you up. I asked Illis to find you because I knew Illis fucked with you. I asked Mel because I knew Mel had did a collab with you. So, Mel in turn said, hey, Kai, do you know how to get a hold of her? So, it was literally the Talisha connection. Kai didn't try to do anything to you. And I think at one point, Kai probably, or somebody, I don't even want to put it on Kai, they said, Rosetta, you know how to get a hold of Trip. So it was literally a game of telephone trying to get a hold of your ass. It was never, let's go set Trip up. Bitch, you knew from day one that I was going to call you out on Friday. So stop with the whole victim act, you fucking bitch. If you don't want to be called out, keep your fucking mouth shut and stop calling people's names. You know, if you say my name, I'm going to come and I'm going to eat your fat ass up. So don't say my name and I won't say shit about you. Let's do that.
And it was best to do it at Manifest because she's unbiased. She doesn't have an affiliation or emotional connection between both of you guys. Her, on the other hand, with the way she was trying to do it, get you to come on her platform so she can dictate how you are heard and how your the sentiments are going to be dispelled to the YouTube. She wants to be able to control that part. That's why she didn't want to come
100%.
over the Manifest channel when Manifest or the floor was open for her to come up there and get it off her chest. She keeps saying, oh, the time slot for you to come over here and address how you felt with me is close. First off, you don't get to dictate that. And second of all, nobody wants to put nothing, nobody wants to kumbaya with you. You're
At
nobody
all.
to be cool with. Who are you again?
I don't
They
know
was
her.
calling you Uncle Phil, okay? But I didn't play into that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
did.
She really is trying to muster up this beef with anybody she
Yes.
could. That's why it was the whole AT2 thing at first. Oh, I'm gonna wear
Hello?
this AT2 out, this AT2 thing out. First off, if you got refunded from your damn bank, why are you still worrying about money that you already got refunded for? You want to get
Years
refunded
later.
twice. That's your whole thing. And I realized that not too long after you came up here with this whole story and dissertation, he stole my money. Long story
Right.
short, you ain't gonna say how you got your refund back, but you'll say how.
And other people offered her money too. She turned that down, saying she wanted it back from him. So she just wanted to have a problem.
mm, with
She
anybody.
also came to me talking shit about Goody and Yolanda, knowing those were my girls, trying to make me flip on them and not be cool with them anymore. I decided, no, that's my people's. I'm going to stay fucking with them. She didn't like that. And so I cut off communication with this psycho bitch a year ago. Bitch, why are you still talking about me? I don't know you. She's strange.
Very strange, very strange. And then it's like she acting like a disgruntled girlfriend, and then she keep
Yes.
lying, talking about some. Oh, you are avoiding me. You're avoiding me, and you won't come directly. First off, man, I hit you up in the back scenes. I didn't appreciate how you came to me out the side of your neck, alluding to the fact that I was paid by whoever to private my motherfucking video. You were loud and wrong because one, it wasn't privated. Two, you asked me on a fucking YouTube forum when you had my Instagram, and you could have asked me respectfully, not disrespectfully. I don't know if you were off your meds or if you were on the Seroquel that night, but you be tripping the fuck out.
Can I
You
address that real quick, if you don't mind?
absolutely.
The video? The video would have made her look like a fucking psycho. It would have behooved me to have that video stay public. So the whole Talisha influence let me tell you something. First of all, I'll have zero influence on this motherfucking YouTube streets. Now at home, Talicia's motherfucking boss. Okay, bitches, what? But here on the YouTube streets, they tell me, Rosie, take your ass on somewhere. I have zero influence. Okay, so this bullshit narrative that Talicia influences a goddamn thing, bitch, take that shit and fly off somewhere. But had I had my druthers, I would have left that shit public because it would have showed that this psycho bitch Googled my first and last name to find out what my new profile was. The profile that I wanted to keep as my public facing, so motherfuckers didn't know my first and last name to be able to potentially dox me. So it would have behooved me to keep that shit public to know that this psycho bitch is a fucking stalker. And that fucking crazy ass Aaron was at least backing me up back then, even though now for some reason he hates me, even though I didn't do shit to his bitch ass. And it would have showed that both her and Aaron said that Sammy was talking shit about me. So that video would have backed up everything I'm saying nowadays. So it would have been on to my benefit for it to stay public. So her to keep saying, Talisha must have did it. Talisha must have. Bitch, you're fucking crazy. And you know what the cards did? The cards, these fucking cards, these cards proved that I was innocent.
It's you and I, you and myself.
Yes,
I
me and
said,
Kai are innocent.
I said, damn, you know it's a damn shame when the cards couldn't even give you the answer you was looking for. I said, well, damn. I said, well,
Hello.
what you got to say now? I was just waiting. I said, well, what you got to say now? Oh, it's nothing else, we can say or do. But you still harping on the fact, hey, you should talk, but you still harping on the fact that, which is inconclusive, that it was an ambush. I was trying to set you up, this, that, and the third. Someone paid me to private my video, and that was my own discretion. It wasn't even private. That's the thing. It was on members only. I can do what I feel with my content. Talisha didn't ask me, and if she asked me, maybe I would have took it in consideration because I like rose tea. Now,
I like you
it's
too.
about what you say. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You're disrespectful as fuck, Trip, and you think that you can say and do what you want and use that disability shit and get that swept under the rug. You're very backhanded. You're very nice, nasty. You are. Now you up here perpetuating this coochie shit, which I don't give a fuck. But riddle me this: when the last time you seen your coochie?
She got 4 stomachs. She ain't seen that coochie since birth.
Listen here.
Hello? I thought a fat bitch said something. Listen, I don't care for her at all. And that's only because I don't know this bitch, but she will go from panel to panel talking about what I would do. And bitch, I don't know you. You know what I don't do? I don't go to random strangers and act like I know them and talk shit about them. If I don't know you, I'm going to treat you like I would treat somebody that I like. Until you do something wrong to me, I'm never going to treat you bad. I'm going to treat you like family until you give me a reason not to. So for this horror to treat me like I did something to her, fuck her for life. So the best thing she can do is stay the fuck out my face and keep my name out her mouth. Because the next time, I'm not going to be this nice. It's going to get worse. Make me start a channel, Trip, and it'll be dedicated to you.
She got the nerve. Trifling Trip was up there crashing the fuck out. And I really do feel bad for her. I really pitied her. And that's why I was friends with her or drew to her. Because imagine being up here having the attention seek so bad, you claiming you got a rodent issue. You begging for cash apps. I said, this is extreme. This that now you really telling people whether it's a joke or not. Why the fuck would you try to joke about having a rodent issue, having roaches?
Attention seeking.
At its finest. But what is your thoughts about Manifest Live last night? Did you enjoy yourself?
So let me tell you about Miss Manifest. I adore her to no ends. There's just no ends. She is one of the fairest people in YouTube. She don't play no games. She will set you straight because at one point I got a little steak with essence and she put me in my place and I appreciated that. So I really enjoy her. I love her, how fair she is. And I have nothing bad to say about her. Her get it off the chest was off the chains. Did you notice how the crowd kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger?
Indeed. Yes, indeed.
So it was really good. I liked it. I did like that part where some girl, some little mouthy girl, cussed out the racist bitch at the end. Did y'all see that?
What? No.
You didn't see where that mouthy girl cussed out that racist bitch at the end on the video on Thanos' video. I think
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
mouthy
yeah, yeah,
girl.
yeah. I seen that. And salute to Phantom for unprivating the video. And on the outside looking in, he seemed like he want to keep the tension down as much as he can, but he can't do it because he gives people free reigns and free access to his platform to do what they choose to do. And every point, if you run your platform like that, you're not gonna know every little thing that's going on, on the platform. Some might say he has a duty to get it together or whatever you may say to get it, whatever. But I
It's a
feel
tightrope. It's a
uh,
tightrope.
it really is because I feel as though if we're gonna hold his feet to the fire, we should hold everybody's feet to the fire.
100%.
We should tolerate racist verbiage, derogatory language at all. But my whole thing is have the same energy with the injustices in our own community. That's
Absolutely.
my thing is how you
Absolutely.
trying to call out somebody out that you don't even know, but
Right.
you want to hold up people you do know in this here sector because they make you laugh or this, that, and the third. That's just what I didn't like. And that's not manifest. That's the people that were coming up there trying to make this a bigger issue than it really is. That's why I said it's more of the individuals that come up there and say this derogatory shit. I don't think it's Phantom.
100%.
I think it's the
100%.
individuals. But
Right.
you know, you wanna sound off on that? Hold on, I'm gonna add you something to the stage.
Absolutely. And like I said, the minute is no longer fun for me anymore, or the minute it gets to the point where I just can't take it anymore, I'm bouncing because I'm not invested over there like I'm invested over here. And probably the same thing for black tea. The minute black tea no longer, is something that edifies me, then I'm gone.
Right.
So, it's just pretty much what you can take, what you can stand. And so I personally don't feel I'm at liberty to tell that man how to run his platform because that's how they do it. That's how they've been. We kind of infiltrated their space. It's not like they infiltrate. Well, they're trying to infiltrate our spaces now. But what do? The minute they come in here acting a fool, we snipe them. So pretty much we can't get over there and be like, Sam, you need to do this because he will be well within his rights to tell us get the fuck home. Because that's what we would do if they came over here telling us how to run black tea, right?
Oh,
Did I lose
absolutely.
you, Kai?
No, no, no. Oh, absolutely. I just joined from my other device. I didn't want it to echo. That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. Hold me down right quick. I want to answer.
Okay, I got you. So yeah, so I mean, I listen. I get what everybody's saying. Y'all know I'm Misfight the Power when it comes to these race dynamics and stuff like that. I am not never one to okay racism. That's definitely not me. That is not how I get down. And the minute I see it, I'm ready to go and either fight or kill or steal to make things right. But at the same time, I don't feel comfortable telling them how to do telling that man how to run his platform. But if somebody comes at me wrong over there, I have no problem with voicing, what I feel. And the minute it's told to me that, Talisha, you're not allowed to do that, then that's when I know I'm bouncing because I do feel at liberty that I can defend myself. And the minute I'm not allowed to defend myself, then I'm gone. But, same thing over here. Listen, I've been shut down over here when we used to have to get it off your chest Mondays. And I felt like there was racism over here. A lot of black people came after me. And that shocked the shit out of me because I thought we were unity. I thought we was one. I thought we was family. And a lot of black people came after me for going at somebody who didn't consider himself black for basically saying the N word. So
Now who we
I
talking
don't
about?
know.
Now who we talking about? That what that person was called? Uh
Jedi.
oh, Jedi. Now get me hip to
Hmm.
what's up with him? Because I thought you was talking about damn that name on Job for Nine. That's what I thought you was talking about.
So with her, I don't listen. With jobs for now, I don't really know. All I know is she's a nurse. She's been hanging around the sector for a hot minute. She started out at Hear Her. She worked her way over to IO, and then she eventually landed at Trees. IO says that well, first of all, it was initially said by No Nuts, so you always got to take that with a grain of salt.
Right,
So
right.
No Nuts has said she was on what's that Trump platform? Remember he got kicked off of Twitter, and so he went to that one, and they like to call that the racist
Rumble,
platform. Say it again.
Rumble.
No, it's not Rumble. It's like a Twitter, but it's something like that, right? So it's like a Twitter, but it's a little more free speech. You know how they say you don't you can't you, what do they say you can't use free speech anymore. You can't speak like you used to. You don't. So kind of like how Devin was
Truth
acting the other day.
Social. Truth Social.
Truth Social. So
Okay.
she was up there, and supposedly she said a lot of things. And so Donut was saying that it was she was saying racist stuff. IO said, but see, mind you, I didn't see any of the receipts. So all I can tell you is this is what was told to me. I personally have not seen the receipts. But IO said that it was a lot of racist stuff. So she said she asked her straight out, did you say these things? And she said, Jobs straight up told her, yes, I did. And so that from that moment on, IO said, you've lost your pass. You don't get to come over here anymore. She said she told Trees as much, but because she was doling out them cash apps to Trees, Trees didn't say nothing, was still cool with her coming through.
Mm.
One day in particular, Candy was talking about it.
Mm.
Hello. One day in particular, Candy was talking about it, and so I Jobs comes in the chat and was like, "What's this now, Candy? What's this? What am I?" She said, "You're a racist. You're a fucking racist." And then Jobs just says something, something, and leaves. So she didn't try to defend herself. She didn't try to say, "No, that's not true." So walks like a duck, talks like a duck. Because if you tell me I'm prejudiced or I did something and I know I didn't do it, bitch, drop that link because I'm gonna come up there and defend myself. You know what I'm saying? She didn't try to do any of that. Maybe she just thought everybody's against me. Fuck it, I'm out. I don't know. But like I said, Trees kept going with her. But now she just disappeared. She's gone out the sector. Nobody's seen her anymore. Word on the street is she may be rolling around here under another profile. I don't know. I just know I haven't seen her in at least a year. Um, and so, but no, with the Jedi thing, I always thought just from the way he sounded, and I hate to say attributed to voices. A lot of people say I sound a certain way just because I have proper speech. So I hate that, but just the way he sounded or whatever, I thought he might have been a white Hispanic, right? Because you know, white Hispanic, black Hispanic, right? There was no such thing as Hispanic as a culture. So white Hispanic, black Hispanic. I thought it was white Hispanic. So the fact that he kept saying nigga this, nigga that, nigga this, I didn't appreciate that. So one day we're on Get It Off Your Chest. He's talking about Jag. He kept calling her nigga this, nigga that, nigga this. And I was like, listen, if you're not black, I need you to stop saying that. I need you to stop saying it. And then he was just like, so mind you, he never said, no, I'm black. I'm a black Hispanic. He said, well, listen, I'm an old New Yorker. I'm from that culture. I'm from the rap culture. He said, I'm a try. Never said, hey, I'm a black Hispanic, da 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 da. He just said, I'm from that culture. I'm from the rap culture. I'm a try. And so then more and more has happened. And finally, I end up hitting the link and coming up there because everybody's defending him. Kat even says, Talisha, he's black. But he never said he's black, right?
Mhm.
Come to find out, fast forward just a little, you look at Jedi, he's darker than me. He's darker than you. He is a black Hispanic, but he don't know he a black Hispanic. And matter of fact, at one point, Kimmy comes on and says, are you black? Motherfucker said, I got black heritage and I have black cousins. Never called himself black. But if you
Well,
look at him, he's a black Hispanic. But he don't think he's a black Hispanic. So that makes you just as bad as not thinking you black. So nah, you lost your impasse. You don't get to say it, right? So fast forward, right? So now we had a knockdown drag out that night. A lot of people turned against me. I had a big old knockdown drag out fight with Nay that night. Fast forward a year, me and Nay are cool. We like buried the hatchet. We're fine. But she paid for him that night. And that kind of hurt me so bad because Nay was like my mod sister. And I was just like thinking, black people, we together, you know, black actors, you know what I'm saying? And then a lot of black people, you know, because it's the younger generation, when younger generation thinking Puerto Rican black, brown coalition, we cool. You know, a lot of New York up north people think it's cool. Puerto Ricans and blacks grow up together. They can say that. I'm like, cool if you're a black Puerto Rican. But white Puerto Ricans are a little different, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm a Southerner. Okay. So, you know, bear that in mind. So, long story short, fast forward a year later, we don't fuck with each other. We don't vibe at all. Right. And so somehow it came across again. I think Goody might have said something about him and maybe Sammy said something about him. So he gets mad all over again. I'm out of it. I ain't spoke about this motherfucker in a year. I've been out of it. But he gets so mad again. He starts cussing me out on his panel, talking shit about me, that fat bitch, fuck her, da da da. I ain't spoke about you in a year. Why are you bringing me up? So, of course, you're not going to call me out. I'm not going to cuss you the fuck out. So, of course, I'm cussing him out. My homeboy Ahmad, that's my brother. he was friends with him. He came and was like, yo, chill, that's my sister, just be respectful, da da da. And so, he said he was going to chill or whatever, but still very disrespectful. And then I heard stuff around the way. And then, of course, the whole Jelly shit comes out. And mind you, say what you will about Jelly. Jelly was a racist bitch, and she didn't have a problem with him until she had a problem with him. But I believe her when she said he called us black misandrous bitches. Because I've heard him talk about black women in the sector and call us misandrous bitches. So it's not so much of a stretch for him to call us black misandrous bitches. And then he told Electro Jed, bring your cash app here because these black bitches pay. So it's fuck him for life. And literally I can't wait if they do have that fight for Nomad to beat the living shit out of him. I really want Nomad to fuck his ass up. And funny enough, Cleo and Tremaine had their page, and somehow Tremaine got some bad gossip, and she had said on her page one day that Talisha put Nomad up to it. First of all, I don't even fucking know Nomad, but I tell you like this, I'm fucking rooting for Nomad. And if the narrative is I put him up to it, well, fuck yes. But no, I didn't. But I am rooting for him. And if he does fight him, I hope he beats the fucking bricks out of him. And I really hope he beats him so bad that he tells him the next time you say the N-word, you better say, yes, I love all niggas. Because he's a disrespectful ass motherfucker. So anyway, that was my story.
Oh, good. I truly thank you for that insight, because God,
You are so welcome.
it's much appreciated and needed, especially in these streets with these different people. And that's the thing. We need to start calling out, not so much calling out, but calling up our people in our own community when they doing something wrong. They're quick to call out people that they don't have affinity for, but you're not quick to call out people you do have affinity for, because you're afraid
100%.
of being blocked, cussed the fuck out, talked about. And at the end of the day, despite what they trying to do to me, they could never run me the fuck away. Whatever they trying to do, scare a nigga into submission and all that good shit, they could never run me away. And that's what they try to do. That's what they try to do. They try to scare you into submission, to shut you the fuck up, and do all that good stuff. But they're not gonna get away with it. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, you got a strong support system, so they're gonna have a lot of shit to go through to get to you. Because I support you 100%. I know you got Bridget and Lene, and I told you with them two, that's all you really need. But you got me, you got Mars, you got a lot of people backing. You got Junie June. Junie June will walk through fire for you. I see that. So like you've got a team, and we love you and we support you. And I'm gonna drop down because I gotta go cook for my husband before I'm not married no more. But I love you and I'm listening. So if you need me for anything, to fact check anything, let me know.
Okay, I got you, because we about to get into
All right.
Muslimah T-Quake. Yeah.
All right. I love you.
Love you more. Thank you again. And I got
Of course.
my pretty eyes 757. I appreciate my black and crew. They do look out for me. And I love all my mods and my people who support me. Y'all are greatly appreciated. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. I love y'all. Who won't show up? He won't show up. Oh yeah, that Jedi dude. Yeah. I don't know too much about him, so I can't talk too much regarding him. You know what I'm saying? I came on this here YouTube app not knowing what the sector was capable of. That's why it took me so long to make an actual page. But speaking of pages and whatnot, have y'all seen my recent community post where it said Misfit Muslimah is currently a licensed psychiatric technician? The bitch ain't no fucking LPN. That bitch ain't, excuse me, she's not a RPN, RN, Lord. The bitch is not a RN. She's a LPN. That's what they claim. She's a LPN. But no, the bitch is a psychiatric technician because she's been demoted. For what? I don't know. But I suspect that bitch was popping pills and stealing them pills. The bitch is a pill pusher now. And that bitch was stealing them pills. I don't give a fuck what they were saying. Here's my receipt. Y'all do y'all due diligence. Y'all search up the NPI number and find out what y'all need to find out about this bald-headed bitch and her fucking lies. Okay? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Boom. Philadelphia. Phone. Licensed psychiatric technician. taxonomy code, specialty taxonomy code, psychiatric technician, indicates primary specialty. Let's look at that number. Where is the NPI number? So people can check this out. Hold on, y'all. And shout out to Tenneke. And shout out to the Euthanizer channel. Y'all be having some good old exclusives over there. And shout out to Real Talking T. She went live earlier today. And she did a fucking gnats. Did a live earlier today. And there was some interesting things in those lives. We're gonna get into it. Yeah, that's fucking gnats. What the hell? That gnat get in here. What? I don't blame you, Marvel. Exactly. How you go from a PN to a psych tech? Hit that fucking net. This obviously tells me that the bitch has been demoted. Why though? I heard through the grapevine, through her own offspring, I can tell you, that her ass was over there due to her negligence. Someone died on her watch. Now I don't know if that played a factor into it, but I do know due to her negligence and a multitude of other reasonings, the bitch works so little to keep her government hand-ups. She has to work small lengths of hours to, and maybe is all those damn reports on her damn nursing license. I don't know. But it says it right here. Y'all search up this NPI number. And y'all go see for yourself. Because this bitch ain't what she claimed to be. A RN and all this shit. And she's so accomplished and this, that, and the third. When the bitch, and then she lying to y'all. That's what I don't appreciate. Talking about something. I live in a 1-bedroom. No. They said I live in a transitional home / a rehab. They got these weirdo ass motherfuckers searching up old addresses and shit that I don't live in. Trust and believe. The Lord upgraded old Cultivate Makai and his. Trust and believe. It's sad what they trying to do though. They also trying to talk about my brother and shit, where he work. Like, these niggas are very weird, and it's sad what they're trying to do, but it's not working. Because when they come for old Taka, and when they come knocking at your door, waiting for Taka Boom, that's when that bitch gonna know. Stop fucking with people. And I'm sure Quran is tired of the visits from, social services and different people like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna really start seeping into family business when the BBB is contacted for them raggedy ass pressing and send off t-shirts. Yeah. I'm not making any threats. These are just epiphanies that old Cultivate with Kai Enterprises are having. Yeah. So y'all run back and tell that shit. Yeah, do that. But I'm not really upset because the FBI and different entities that enforce the law have already been contacted. Yeah. So I'm not worried. And I don't want anybody else to be worried. So I guess she's gonna be resorting to sending old Taco off with Pam again. But I don't think Pam ain't trying to have old Taco back over there. Lord Jesus. Lord have mercy. But let's get into this right here. Shout out to Tenaki. I hope Tenaki doesn't mind us getting into this exclusive information that she disclosed. That Tenaki disclosed. We want to respect pronouns over here. So let's get it. Shall we? Let's go. Um, and just let me know, Tenaki, if you don't want me to, review this. I do want to cultivate a little clarity on it, and then we'll be on our merry motherfucking way. Because Babygate has been exposed. I think it's a third one added to the list, and it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. But I would not be talking about anybody or throwing stones from a glass house when I'm responsible for more deaths than Margaret Sanger. I couldn't utter and purse my lips to talk about anybody's family when my daughters and my children are responsible for unaliving their children, when I'm responsible for not protecting my children under the roof, under my roof. Like, that's why I don't take half of this shit seriously. Like, you really did share dick with your fucking daughter and you didn't do nothing about it. And you're more of a misfit fucking mama because any mother, any parent is going to know the difference in their fucking child after they've been sexually assaulted, abused, violated, or any of the sort. Please tell me the people in the chat agree with that sentiment. If your child was violated, assaulted, whatever the case it may be, wouldn't you know the difference in your child? That's just being an attentive parent. That's just being an attentive parent. And I'm not even a parent as of yet. But I know a good parent when I see one. And this bitch, Misfit Muslimah, is not one at all. Because she's still demonizing Nah. And she didn't even unalive her children. And if we're going off of what she said, she had a mental health outbreak. So why are you still demonizing your daughter so she can hurt herself? Probably because you would love to see that shit because you've been in competition with her ever since you known or found out that your motherfucking husband took a liking to that young girl, which is disgusting. Bitch, go get you some help. Go get you some business and go get you some help. You a disgusting, dirty ass, trifling asshole. You a whore. Your pussy has left the motherfucking station, bitch. I'm sure it's dragging and inside out by now. All the motherfucking scrapes you got. Now let's get into it. To the damn Babygate. Hashtag Babygate exposed. Shout out to Tenaki. Crusty, musty ass boy. Hey, House of Queens. Now what we looking at? We looking at a case record, a case status, a letter that shows her daughter's recent charges and all of the filings that happened with this whole court document. Let's get into it. And let me tell Misfit Muslimah, just because you get a little 1,000 views, bitch, that don't mean everybody that's there supporting your crusty, musty, cracker jack, fucking black booty, fucking crusty, crumbly ass gut. Your ass is not your just because you get a little 1,000 views does not mean all those people support you. They're there to watch the train wreck. And trust and believe when that channel is gone, and trust, it soon will be gone. Your ass will have to start from scratch. Hey, House Queen. Good to have you. calling people landlords. She ain't called my landlord. Cause Kaka don't live there no more. Or his mammy. Duh. And I never lived in that motherfucking unit that they trying to show. Let's get that correct. While y'all trying to be cute and funny. Trying to show fucking cribs and shit. Bitch, get your life. I can't, House of Queens. I'm cultivating clarity. Hey, she did the Zoom. Thank you, Lene. Thank you. Latifa Durdana, Durduna. I don't even. Latifa Stewart. Defendant Stewart Latifa Durdana. Durduna. Durduna. I don't. Fuck. I can't. I can't. Case record was last updated 6/12/2025. Case status pending. Jurisdiction Superior Court. Offense date and time February 1st, 2024, 12 o'clock a.m. Case was served on 4/4/2025. Fingerprinting agency citation number. Boom, bam, boom. It's a warrant. Process type and district warrant. Okay, she's been indicted. Court session was 4/21/2025. Okay, violation of court orders. Outstanding order for arrest exists. No. Terms of probation were violated. No. Last called and failed. On. Okay, failed to comply with order. Payment within grace period. No. Order to show cause exists. Defendant Stuart Latifa Durd Ana Durdana. I don't know. Date of birth estimated age 12/1/1998. Also, she's Gen Z. Race black. Sex female. Address. Oh Lord. She live in North Carolina. Poor baby. Can we get some prayers up in the chat? Can we get some prayer hands in the chat for that poor baby who was born into the life of descendants of deplorable conditions? I'm just gonna leave it like that. That baby didn't have a chance. She didn't. She didn't have a chance. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Azim. Okay. This is what your kids do, bitch. They're a product of you. They're a descendant of you. They're extensions of you. And the apple sure don't fall too far from the tree. And that's one thing. You always gonna reap what you sow, whether that's through your offspring, whether that's through your own karma, you will reap what you sow. That's why I said, oh, when old Taka get old, you better hope and pray she don't go against the grain, bitch. Cause she gonna see everything you did to fucking harass and to torture her sisters. And you think it's gonna be sweet, but she gonna poison your motherfucking ass, and you gonna least expect it. You talk about some what people attract and all this bullshit. You better hope you ain't attract another rapist around your fucking daughter, bitch. You're the one that ain't got no front teeth. Uh-huh. Quran. Yeah. The one that paint his fucking nails. You know what I'm talking about. As a heterosexual fucking Islamic Muslim man. He goes out and paints his nails. Got it. But okay. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, y'all. Yeah, that's something I got on today moment. Uh-huh. 24, yeah. Shout out to Tennessee. Now let's see how they depicted her unalivement. February 2nd. Oh, February 1st. Okay. Mm. Oh my, oh my god. That make the bitch a serial. Oh my god. Your daughters are serial killers, Misfit Muslimah. You produce serial killers. You can't talk about nobody, bitch. Nobody. Nobody, baby. Do I need a cam up for this one? Do I? Do I? Misfit Muslima. You produce serial killers. Damn, Misfit Muslima. Did you know how that feel? Got it. And I know you not happy at your serial killing kids. Good God Almighty. Since they say cultivate but God don't came up. Now screenshot that bitch. Do that. Do that. Crusty bitches. Your daughter's a serial killer. Hmm. You can't make it up. Thank you, Rose. I love you. Lord. Somebody go around there and check on Taka. Lord, somebody go around there and go over there and check on Taka. Please. Somebody go down there to 514 South 57th Street. 19143. Somebody go check on Taka. Taka in danger. Ah! Taka! Taka! If you in danger, girl, scream. Taka. If you ain't getting no nutritious meals, Taka, scream. Shit, Taka, get on the party line if you ain't had no nutritious meals. I wholeheartedly agree. I do. Cause you out here, she claimed like she holier than thou. That's my thing. She act like she's such a didactic individual who tries to give justice to all. But when I tried to give justice to Rosetta after being painted as a crackhead by two individuals that claimed that they were her friends, soon as I give her a platform, I'm coddling and I'm cultivating lies. See, you don't like it when someone is giving someone a someone is counteracting your bullshit. That's where you had a problem with me at. When I started counteracting your fucking lies and bullshit, bitch, and your fucking manufactured fucking performative activism, whore. Which is crazy to me. Because just like you say, you have every right to bust out a liar and call out a liar. I have every right to bust out inconsistencies and unjust behavior, just like you were having by having that man come on there and spew that rhetoric that Rosetta was his trick, buying crack off of him and swapping head and swapping throaty bodie and TT for fucking crack. And ever since that, I've been enemy number one. Which I don't give a fuck. Because someone with such deplorable fucking behavior could never, ever. And then you had the nerve to say your mama was prettier than my mama. Bitch, what? Loose pussy, what? Fucking headband wig, what? I know you wasn't being for real. I know you wasn't being for real. Please, y'all, let me know what beautiful features this fucking lady has. Please let me know. She's a bald-eyed, fucking pixie cut wearing, fucking discoloration around the neck having ass whore. Yes, I called this senior citizen ass bitch a whore because she birthed you. She should have swallowed you or went and had a fucking Margaret Sanger session with you. She really should have, or put you in check a long time ago. Like you should have went to a boarding school a long time ago. Oh, a long time ago. Because crying out loud, bitch, you've been popping your pussy since you had a fucking period. And I'm going to stay on that. Because your own daughter said you was fucking older men to get fucking substances and to get your high on. But this lady is cute. This lady is prettier than my mom's. Okay. I guess that's subjective. Okay. That wasn't fact. Now let's roll a little bit more of this bean footage. Shout out to House of Queens. Oh Lord, wrong one. I want this one because I need to see. Okay. Here we go. And another one. This just sad word.
Along with the child that's unaliving people. Babies.
Your offsprings are responsible for being serial killers.
You're doing too much. The hands that were supposed to protect those babies unalived, the trauma for us all is real. Yes. There was only one GoFundMe for the baby that died in 2021. I remember that one. Okay. Hey Tremaine, I ain't even see it come in. What Tremaine? Let me see what you look. Hey, I see you now, girl.
She said, I see you there, girl.
Yeah, nah, it ain't just one baby. It ain't just two babies. It's three babies. And this
oh my God, not uno, not dos, not tres. Well, Trace. We on Trace because I don't see it stopping there. That's why I said that. Well, thank you, Sid. I appreciate you. Well, who melanin popping? Because Sid, my understand. I don't chastise people who, go back and forth. I don't do that. I'll never hold your feet to the fire for supporting both. But you can't sit up here and lie to me and tell me that the melanin is popping in this motherfucking picture. Please don't tickle my ding-a-ling. Don't do it. Please don't tickle my fancy. Please. Now, the only thing she was right about was these motherfucking freckles. Now, we all know freckles are contributed to from slavery, from being mixed bred and being violated on the plantation. But people like to harp on, oh, I got a nice phenotype. Oh, I got freckles and I got this and that. Freckles and fucking and arched noses doesn't say that someone is pretty. To me, oh shit, we got someone in the backstage. Hey, Electro.
What's up, Carl? How you doing, brother?
I can't complain. I'm getting a little petty tonight. I'm on my Petty Murphy shit, but yeah. Excuse me.
Are you being Tom Petty?
I'm on my Petty Murphy this afternoon. I am. I gotta admit this evening. Excuse
me. Well,
you had to come on? What you was thinking? What's your thoughts?
No, dude. I just came over. I wanted to say hi, and because I saw, if I see someone that I am subscribed to and I see them live, first thing I do is just go there. I show everyone that I am subscribed to love. That's just how I am,
And you always support me, Jed, and I gotta put your post notifications on for when you go live. How's Katie doing? How's the fam doing?
Katie's doing. She's healing up slowly, but she's healing. So that's the most important thing.
Slowly but surely. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. I was just calling out some injustices within the YouTube. I guess it's my turn for people to try to humiliate me or try to soft dox me and put up information, but that doesn't scare me because I know who I am. I know what my identity is. I know where my my moral compass lies. And although I may be getting a little petty on the day, because people force my hand and take me there, I truly don't operate in this manner all the time. I truly come on here to entertain, inform, and inspire. And in that way, in that form, cultivate clarity by doing that. But this time, this moment in the YouTube sphere, I have to stand on business and I have to protect myself and that way, and however that way looks, you guys don't see what I'm doing behind the scenes. I may be getting a little petty right now. Excuse me for that. But Electro, what do you feel about this whole soft doxing on the YouTube? How do you feel about it? And what do you think we could do to combat it?
Dude, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. I don't agree with it. I don't care what excuse you have. There's no excuse to do it. There's no reason to go that deep into it and figure out where somebody lives, what somebody's number is, who family members you can get of all, calling family. There's no reason for that. The only reasoning for that is you have no life. There's no happiness in your life whatsoever for you to go ahead and try to make someone else's life even more miserable. And that's one thing I've noticed that I've noticed. If a person is miserable, they want to spread that misery because misery loves company.
Mm-hmm.
Happiness, if I see somebody happy, if I see they're in a happy marriage, if I see they're in a happy relationship or they're in a good place with themselves, that makes me happy. And if I had anything to do with that, that makes me even more happy.
Right.
I
want my happiness to be contagious, and I want to get that happiness from other people. Joy is what makes the world go round as well. But unfortunately, this is what makes people get their, daily stipend to get their cash apps, to get their ice, get their little halal platters and stuff. Unfortunately, we're so down for money this recession and this, what we're living in the economy being so bad, people are doing even more desperate things to make a dollar because people are entertained by the bullshit. They really think that is some type of exclusive information being spilled when it's really not. You're just the testament of who you are more and more. Cause it don't make sense. They say that I'm a caretaker for my mama, right, Electra? They say she bedridden and shit. That's what they think, right? But if that's the truth, how would we be living in a fucking transitional home if I'm her if I'm whatever they claim, I'm her caretaker and she's she's bedridden and this, that, whatever the fuck they're throwing at, it's not making sense. And why would you want to so-called put someone's public safety at risk?
I don't get it. And the fact that you got to sit here and listen, don't get me wrong. Please don't get this twisted at all. The fact that you're up here explaining that, it speaks volumes to the corner people are being backed into over nothing.
Yeah.
Over nothing. And chatters, this is to the chatters. All right. And please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm just going to say it for how it is. Y'all got to hold yourself accountable too, because the more you feed into it, the more that you want to watch and support this type of behavior, all that does is make it go even deeper. Yeah. So to the chatters, you got to hold yourselves responsible too. What are you going to do if somebody you like, all right, let's say there's a content creator that you like that goes down a dark road because of doxing and because of all this drama going on. They go down a dark road and someone loses themselves to the point that someone is unalived. Are you going to sit and look in the mirror and be able to hold yourselves accountable because, it was just a little drama, that's all it was? No. You got it. You got to hold your, and please, again, I'm not going at you. It's just try not to feed into it, because everybody at the end of the day is accountable to some point. If you feed into it, you're part of the problem too.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
You're gonna get some hate for that. I already know.
forget what they gonna say about respond to it with. But that sentiment is so true. That's what I keep saying. How you gonna sit in a chat and aid and abet the doxing, the public safety risk that these people are doing, but then you want to go over there to Phantom's chat and call him out and say he's fostering a racist environment, but you choose to bypass and look over the fact that people, Misfit Muslimah, since they say I'm not putting a GPS on it, right? You bypass the fact that they're putting people's public safety at risk, doing a form of elder abuse, because that's what that is. Calling people's, showing people's homes to try to get someone. That's elder abuse. That's what that is, and that's why their offspring is going through what they're going through. But my point is, how could people, these chatters, like you called them, sit in these people's chat, aid and abet the wrongdoing, these behaviors, and then go and try to hold other people's feet to the fire? You might as well just shut the fuck up, don't say nothing, and just say, hey, they do what they want to do. That's what I don't like. The double standards for me. Don't try to call out racism, but you don't want to call out harassing behavior, self-hatred, freaking microaggressions in our own community. Because I feel as though when we talk about our own people's phenotypes and talk about other people's phenotypes and all of this stuff, and that shows that you don't like the skin you're in, you don't like who you are and where you derive from, and the heritage that you have, And that's just what the self-hatred and and the inferiority complex speaks volumes. That's what that says to me. You're trying to call out this so-called racism that doesn't affect your everyday life, but it can affect, but you won't call out something that could affect your fellow a man and woman's livelihood, that could affect their safety, that could affect their you know what I'm saying, their family members' safety, their children's safety. So it's a big double standard to me, and that's what I don't like. That's what I was calling out on Manifest platform yesterday, but everyone didn't choose to embrace it or want to see it. They tried to talk with it, bring up other shit when that was irrelevant to me.
No, I totally get what you're saying. My thing, like when I question you on what you were talking about, that's how come I wanted to make sure you understood that that wasn't in any way, shape, or form a jab at you. I was sincerely trying to ask you why you felt a certain way about the questions, because in that sector, the rapidity and the speed in which questions are asked, it's just like that all the time. Because you got to remember, for the most part, it's a boxing sector, all right, and information has to go out quickly. Think about it: 3-minute rounds. You're communicating with each other on how this punch went in and how that punch. That's how they're used to the questions going in and out. So that's why you not being from that sector probably didn't see that. Oh yeah, we're used to that. And which is why I asked that. But the type of questions you were totally you were totally you were well within your realms of why are you asking that particular question or this particular question, and what relevancy does it have? I understood that.
Right. What
That
type
wasn't
of if he getting news from his panelists? Why is that relevant? That's not his fucking. That's not a work environment. So even if he was, those women choose. And I'm saying that it's okay for a man to talk to a woman in a nasty, a loud tone that will scare them. That's not cool. But I do understand that that lady does have a rapport with him. She knows when he's being serious. She knows when he's trying to hurt her and say nasty, vile things to her. She knew that he was trying to warn her. Don't talk about that crazy bitch because she's a little unstable. You don't pick your battles wisely. It was more of a warning to Kay. You don't want to talk about that bitch and her abortions, because that bitch will go. She will take it to another level that you don't even want to go with. You know what I'm saying? Because Kay seems more of a submissive, softer individual. She doesn't seem like a confrontational individual. So that's what I got from it. And men and women perceive things differently. So that's what I'm saying. But her asking, now the part we're asking his race, and does he feel some type of way when the N-word is spewed or used in his chat? Now that's a relevant question. But why do you want to know if he getting news? Are you gonna send him something? That just alarmed me.
Well, it's not to be completely honest, it's not uncommon to happen, especially like when there used to be a website called stickam.com in the United States. It's still around, but it's only in Japan. But Japan had stickam.com out here, and it was ran in San Diego. And if you got onto the account, you can become an entertainer, or you can become just a regular chatter, and you can have your own private page where people can come in. And if you were an entertainer, which I was, a lot of strange things happen. You get strange kind of emails, and I wasn't, I received plenty of those type of emails too. But it's what you do with it, and it's what and how you treat people. that would make you more popular or less popular on the channel and stuff like that. But yeah, it's not uncommon. And people, a lot of people, whether it be male or female, would be more inclined to share personal stuff with someone that entertains them like that. And they'll send pictures. They'll send pictures. And it's not uncommon. I don't see, it's not strange to me, having been the recipient of that type of material myself. But when I left, when Stick Amp closed down, I never became that popular ever again. I guess that was my heyday. But I can see that happening. I didn't see anything unusual with it. It happens. It just happens. Some people just get a fan base like that.
I so agree.
Is that understandable? Can you understand?
Yes. And I think that's where, speaking of that, building a fan base, that's why people bypass bad behavior of content creators. Because Manifest, she made a great point. She said that we have so much power as content creators in our hands to influence the chat's point of view. And that goes a long way, because people take these CCs as face value. They take it and they run with it. This is why they up here talking about I'm living in a respite home or whatever, transitional home right now. But going back to what you were saying, the masses, they it's like something, they look past something. It's some type of incentive that these chatters take and they use to bypass the trifling behavior. But it starts with the masses that support the bad behavior. Because until we take a stand against the bad behavior, it's never going to stop.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. And the thing is how it's the content you put out. All right. What message do you want to put out there? I've always had an underlying message whenever I go live and stuff like that. I'm an advocate for the homeless. We live in the richest country in the world, and why do we have the homeless problem that we have? We shouldn't have any homeless, but we do. And for me, having been homeless, I always put that message out. I always tell people, try to help someone less fortunate than you. Now, I'm frowned upon because I say that. I am made fun of because I say that. I don't care if you want to make fun of me about that or not. I'm still going to get that message out no matter what. Help your brother, help your sister if you can. You don't have to hurt yourself to help other people. Sometimes all they need is a shoulder or an ear. They don't necessarily need money from you. Sometimes all they need is someone to listen to them. And that's helping just as much.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we was the old gag, like just a talk therapy. And that's the truth. You speaking facts, and I'm with you when you're right, Jed. Everyone needs someone to talk to at the end of the day, and that's what I was to fucking Trips, fucking Trifling Trips retarded. Excuse me. Trifling Trips, weird self, eccentric self, if you will. That's what I try to do. I always be trying to help people, help the underdog, be that light and talk to someone to get them through the day. That's why most of these relationships I get in, I don't get with the popular individual. I get with the underdog because I want to be able to show them that you're worth being embraced. You're worth being talked to. You're not a horrible person. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. And why I get caught up. But they say no good deed goes unnoticed or goes unpunished.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And God, that's so true, though. It's like if you try to do the right thing, people, well, not people. I mean, just certain people will just turn it around and try to dismiss you because of it. and it can be exhausting. Honestly, there have been plenty of times where I thought to myself, I need to step away. But then if I step away, then it gets said, oh, see, I must have been right. Oh, yeah, I got him to leave.
Right.
And in my pride, this is where self-pride and self-harm comes in. And my pride tells me, oh, no, the hell with them. I'm not doing it. When maybe you should have just stepped away. And it would have been the right thing.
That's a
You
fact.
understand?
Yes. You speaking facts. You are speaking facts. It just makes me look. It just makes me think back. It really do make me think back, Electro. But everything is a learning experience, and we go through things for a reason. Yet we really do. We could either use our anger and turn it into passion to go out here and use it to fuel us, or we could just become a professional victim for sympathy and payola. And that's what I refuse to do. That's what I refuse to do. I'm not nobody's victim. And you won't victimize me constantly and consistently. And most of all, you damn sure won't do it indefinitely. Okay. So with that being said, I know how to move on this here app now. But this here app is not real life because they fake and put on performances to garner a crowd, to make it seem like they're what they're not. You know what I'm saying? So all I could do is do what I could do to polish myself up and to show the people that I'm different.
No. Yeah, there are people that there are people that will not go live on their own channels. What they'll do is they'll go on other people's channels that have a following, and they'll go there and create as much disruption as possible, and then claim some sort of victory, like, oh, you got your views because of me. But they won't do it on their own. They won't do it on their own.
Mm-hmm.
They won't use their own platform
To do their dirty work.
to do their dirty work. They'll do it on someone else's platform.
Mm-hmm. That's the truth. I think that's what Trick was doing too. His ass came over here first, talking about some AT25 fucking necks, AT25 titties. And I said, well, I'm happy to listen to you. Because I hate that happened to you just going off of what you said alone. But she goes different places to get her rocks off. Then she went over, then she started talking about Sammy. Then she started going to different places to talk about these individuals to make it seem like her word is bond. And I really do agree with you. They use different people's platforms because they don't want to use their platform because they know that's going to be liable. They're going to be held liable.
Yeah. And
You think Jelly be doing that sometime?
Oh God, I'm trying not to talk about it. That woman
We gotta talk about old Smuck.
That woman cannot keep my name out of her mouth.
She be trying to provoke you, and you do an awesome job.
I've fell in the trap a couple of times. Trust me.
You still, the majority of the time, you still do better by refrain. You know what I'm saying?
My thing there is that, like, yeah, that's one of those situations where I did everything I could to try to help an individual, and try to get them to better, to get their channels going better. And I'll help anybody, Kyle. I'll help anybody. It doesn't matter who they are. I'll help anybody as long as they have a good intention. And I was fooled. This is one of those situations where I was fooled. And it's one of those things, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I unfortunately, now I have to hold my cards more to my chest than I normally would. Because of her, I can't trust people the way I used to. And that's sad, honestly, because I really do enjoy helping out as much as I can. But now I gotta fold those cards in. And I feel because of the things that have been done, I can't be the person that I am, or that I feel that I am, at least. And that denies what it denies.
Yeah.
You know, and it bothers me that that I let one individual affect me like that.
Right.
So it
And
is
you
what
know
it
why
is. I'm gonna try better.
it does. That's why I try so hard and I maintain not allowing people get me out my character. Many people, it's called rage baiting, and then I first seen that with that weirdo vampire. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're familiar with that person, but
Mm-mm.
I instantly peep game. I said, no, 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 hell no. We not doing that. You will not rage bait me to get a response and get a no, no, no way, Jose, no. And they do it a lot. Try to rage bait you for a reaction and all that good stuff. No.
That happens more lately. It happens more often than not. Especially with certain individuals. That's all they do. They try to bait you in just to get into a fight, because that's all they know. That's all they know. They can't sit there and talk about something positive. They gotta talk about, they gotta bait you into fighting, so they can tell everybody, see, I told you, I told you so. Then all these people are watching because of me. Please take that somewhere else.
Exactly. I don't like that either. I don't like when people stroke their ego, because essentially your channel, it could be snatched away sooner or later. That support system can be snatched away sooner or later. All of that could be gone within seconds if you don't cherish it the right way. And trust and believe. Don't have all this bravado, because it'll only backfire on you.
Yeah, another thing that,
But
like,
you do more than not. You always refrain from giving Jelly what she want.
I try my best. I try my best. Yeah, I'd like to think that I do better, but I try. I know, like, I feel like if I ever get caught in a yelling match, I feel right there and then I lost,
Mm-hmm.
because I allowed myself to get into a yelling match. You know, so that's my gauge right there. If I'm yelling in my head, I already felt like I lost. So if I can keep my attitude at an even keel, and just stay calm, and not get baited into an argument, and just state facts, or stay on topic and not get veered off, then I feel okay. All right, this ended up okay.
Yeah.
You know, but people do that a lot, and it's not just her that does it. A lot of people do it, and she wasn't the first person to do it to me. There were other people that did it, or try to trap me, and I didn't get caught up in it. But I'm gonna put it out there. I really thought we were friends. Unfortunately for me, that was wrong. I was wrong.
You and
And
Smuckers? You talking about you thought you and Smuckers was fun?
no, I thought we were friends. I mean, I'm talking about Jelly and myself.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I thought we were friends, and I did defend her to that point where
To a
people,
fault.
yeah, exactly, to a fault.
Okay.
And then when I stopped putting up with it, with the shenanigans, that's when the flip and burn happened.
Mm,
You know,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden, all her focus just went right on me. You know, to tell you the truth, I'd rather it be on me than some innocent individual out there. To be
Oh,
completely honest, because I can take it. I just don't like the comments about, you know, my family and stuff like that,
all right.
and those type of things. But I deal with it. I deal with it because I've been on here for such a long time.
What did she hit you with? Oh, why you stop? What did she hit you with the justification why she's coming at you now, or rationale?
Oh, the same reason that she went at Kat. You're not as loyal as she is. She used a loyalty card. Do you remember that conversation she had with Kat? She used that. I have a recording on mine. I just can't remember what video it is, but I used the same exact words, wordage, verbiage, everything. It was about loyalty. You don't show me the loyalty I show you. No, we're different people. We are different people. I do not think of certain situations the same way you do.
Right.
You know, and everyone is going to react different. But because you don't act the way that she would act, you're backstabbing her.
She's no real friend. She's not friend material anyway. So consider yourself lucky.
No, I should have seen the red flags. There were red flags everywhere. And I ignored them like an idiot. I ignored them because I try to trust people. And this is you know what? It was foolish on my part. There was no one to blame but me on that. No one else I can blame but me. It was a learning experience. I will not make that mistake. But at what cost? Because I feel like I have to change the person that I am to not let that happen again.
Right. So you're the light. So you trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like maybe she's not as severe as it was. Sound like, giving her the benefit of the doubt, like how I was with Gag Liar, and you weren't even gonna take it to the level of blasting the bitch, denouncing the chick. You know what I'm saying? You just said, well, to hell with it. And she didn't like that. And a lot of women, I have realized, they don't like silent rejection.
No, she doesn't.
Sorry, ladies. Not all ladies. I don't want to do that. Some insecure ladies don't like the silent rejection because that's the best rejection you gonna fucking get. And it wasn't even so much rejection. You said, I'm gonna leave her where she at. I'm gonna just leave it alone because you peep some games. You know what I'm saying? Oh, am I correct?
No, I know. My issue is that I was so trusting in her that I let her know too much personal stuff. See, because if you and I have a conversation on the phone, all right, I don't care how angry I am at you. What we talked about on the phone is what we talked about on the phone. I'm not going to use it against you later on. Because a man, and this goes with women too, you're only worth
your word.
What your word is worth. If your word is not worth crap, then you're not worth anything. And that's a credo I live by. My word means anything. To this day, I haven't shared anything that a couple of content creators that I don't get along with, Jelly being one of them, I have yet to share anything that I know about them because that's personal conversation. But she has, and she has weaponized it, and so has certain other content creators. And this is my trusting behavior. This is something I need to deal with, something I need to learn about. Right? And how do I be the person that I am without sharing too much information? My brother Daniel told me, hey, that's a you thing. You got to stop doing that. And he's right.
Yeah.
He's right.
And I gotta be that way too. I'm such an empath, and I feel everyone's emotions. And when I want to play Captain Saber sister and Captain Saber brother, and sometimes that gets me in a little bit of a tizzy. But if I'm cognizant enough and conscious enough to take on this situation, or just want to put myself in the situation, and from a bird's eye perspective, and not so much insert myself as a fixture, I should be able to do that because I'm not hurting anyone. You know what I'm saying? But some people aren't able to value what they're not used to receiving. You get what I'm saying? That's on one end, and then some people don't like it when you're playing, when you're not playing, or when you insert yourself to be when you try to help someone that's being obliterated, there's someone who's getting all this shit thrown at them. You get what I'm saying? Is that making sense?
No. I get exactly what you're saying. You know, I'm one of those people that believe in the energy you put out there is what you're going to receive, and if you put out all that negative energy, you're going to receive it. Like I get chewed out for not going at certain people that talk about me, but these certain people that are talking about me, they are sick. They are literally gonna be unalive
Yes,
soon.
that's what I was saying earlier. They're sick in so many ways, and their mental, and their physical, and their spiritual, all of it, all of the above.
Exactly. And this person happens to be sick, physically sick, and they are dying. I'm not gonna go at them.
Ooh.
I don't care what they say about me. I'm not
Wait a
gonna
minute,
just
you gotta
go
drop
at them.
Wait a minute. That's exclusive. Who the fuck is sick? Allegedly.
Oh, McSmith.
Oh shit.
McSmith is very sick. And him and I used to fight all the time. It was actually quite entertaining. It was
Now,
actually
this
it was quite
random guy,
entertaining.
because I do remember you was going at you and some dude was going at it, and he was trying to come for you. But I don't know if that was that
Oh,
guy or
you're talking about Mad Chad.
yeah, Mad Chad. Yeah, Mad Chad.
No. He's just a dumbass. But you know, people get mad that I don't go at McSmith because McSmith constantly makes comments about me and comments about Katie and stuff like that. I don't go at him. I might make the occasional nudge or something like that, but I'm not gonna go full out on somebody that's sick like that because that's gonna come back to bite you in the ass. I truly believe that. I'm not gonna put that negative energy out there. I'd rather him concentrate on getting healthy, getting better, and if he can, then him and I start fighting again. Because to tell you the truth, that was some funny stuff. If you've seen some of the battles him and I had, you would laugh. It was quite entertaining. People would go there just to watch him and I go at it. But I'm not going at him while he's in the condition he's in.
Well, hell, if he giving all that he got, if he giving the best that he got, no Anita Baker, shoot, listen, I meet,
I've heard that argument.
I meet people where they at. You know what I'm saying? I meet you where you are. Now you want to do wheelchair to wheelchair? I'll get you a paraplegic. Okay, you want to get colostomy bag to colostomy bag? I'll get you somebody. You know, but you're not gonna sit up here and punk me and think you're gonna get cool points or get over because you disabled or you sick. No, dude, I don't like that because they be using that as a crutch. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know exactly what you're saying.
But where did it start
there's certain things I won't do, and there's certain things I won't say. Don't think I don't make my comments.
Oh, I know you. You give it to him.
I make my comments, but I'm just not like we did before.
Right.
It's not as entertaining with him the way he is.
So where did y'all's beef start from?
Oh, him and I are just two cranky old men. We're about a year apart from each other in age. I'll be 60 this year. I think he's 61 or 62. We're just two cranky old men. Come on. He's a degenerate old white guy, and I'm a degenerate old Puerto Rican Dominican. You know,
You don't give me degenerate tendencies. You give me a little wild when you want to, but I don't see degenerate.
Well, let's just say, let's just say, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm seasoned. I'm well seasoned.
I don't see why these people listen. So, what do you think of overall the Phantom's chat? If you could or channel in one word, how would you describe his channel, and then I'm gonna ask you the same about Stormy's and Polo. In one word, how would you describe Phantom's chat?
Eclectic.
Mm. And why do you say that?
Because there is the you can go through a whole spectrum of creeds, credo, religious, and colors. In that room, there is a very eclectic crowd, very diverse.
I like that. I like that because he did say it's a wide range of topics and things that go on around
Mhm.
there, and I have caught that. You know, it's a wide range of topics, and that's that called being well versed and having a different brain fog. That's when you have different things to bring to the table, if you will. And I like that. I do like that. How would you describe Stormy's channel?
Stormy is,
For that.
first of all, I like Stormy. I really do. But I am going to say this. When the more she drinks, the more I have a tendency to phase her out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so when she starts off a stream and she is stone cold sober, I am very entertained. I like what she got to say. She has a positive message. She tries to be entertaining, and I like that. But the second she starts drinking, and this is, I've told her this to her face, the second she starts drinking, then she loses focus, and it's more about she'll get belligerent, and instead of understanding what the conversation's about, she'll get belligerent with people. And I've seen it happen. I've had to talk to her, say, "Hey, just don't let it get to you." Because I tell her constantly, don't engage with Jelly. Stop fucking feeding the troll. Right. Don't. And while I'm telling her this, I should be listening to my own goddamn advice. But but when she's drinking, she'll engage way too much. You know, and that's the only problem that I have. I like her. She seems to be genuinely a nice person. I haven't seen the bad person that I've heard other people talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing but good things to say about her. She's treated me always with respect and love. Right,
Same
but
here, I ain't gonna lie. Same here, and I didn't even know she was the same Stormy. I thought it was a different Stormy Seas than the person that was over there on Phantom's channel. Then they kept bunching her. I'm gonna give credit when credit's due, or try to cultivate some clarity on the situation, because I'm not coddling anyone or enabling anyone or justifying for anyone. But I think what a lot of people are doing, they're bunching her and Jelly together. I don't know why, maybe because they once were cool at one point in time, but I never seen or heard Stormy say anything racist at all, or say that she was going to call any type of CPS on anyone. Not saying that she didn't say it at all. I'm just saying I didn't hear it come out her mouth at all or address anyone in those derogatory fashions. So I wouldn't put her in the same boat as Snuckers, but I would say, you just got to tread lightly and scope the scenery. You don't have to put this stigma on people, or say who they are and what they are, and put them in a box with other people, and then try to justify the wrongdoing that you're doing to them. It's wrong. It really is. I've never seen her.
I've never seen her do that either. You know, I can't sit here and say she hasn't, because I don't know. I'm not with her 24/7.
Right.
But I know that the time that I spent with her, she hasn't done a lot of that stuff that I've heard her be accused of.
Right.
She hasn't done that, and she hasn't shown me that any of that type of disrespect whatsoever. Like I said, the only time that I have issue with her is once she's drunk. When she's drunk, and again, she's not being rude to me. Right? It's just hard to communicate. The communication
which with a lot of people who get excessively drunk. Not saying that she gets excessively drunk. I'm just saying if you get a certain amount of alcohol in your body, you may not be able to perceive things the proper way.
Exactly right. And every individual is different.
Right. Some people, it's some, alcoholics, or some people who indulge in drinking. Some people get belligerent. Some people get belligerent. Some people get lovey-dovey. Some people want to cut a rug. Some people, you know what I'm saying? The alcohol reacts different for them. And I would say when Trip get that alcohol and that rum in her system, her ass be ready to get on the phone and start talking to them pen pals and disabled anonymous folk. And I'll just be like, well, Trip, don't waste your money, girl. You know you get your check once a month. And that's why we're here. She mad at me. I can't overcompensate for nobody. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do myself a disservice for anybody. That's including Misfit, Muslimah, motherfucking Trifling Trip. Nobody. Cause I'm a one-man show, and Cultivate with Kai vibrates his own.
I can't say that. I do not know her like that. I do not know Trip like that whatsoever. So my information that I get mostly is, second or third hand. And I am the type of person
that's all I'm saying. I will never try to tell someone to go off my word.
No, you're not. And you're not doing that. My thing is, I wouldn't do that anyway. That's not in my nature. Right. I want to see for myself. And that's just something I was about to say here too, is, if you have questions, then why ask somebody that's not that ask the person themselves. And you'll get an answer, or you'll get a vibe one way or the other.
Yes. And it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yes.
It's not what you say. Because I've seen people call somebody a bitch before they ask them a question. But it wasn't, bitch, oh, you dumb bitch. Hey, what, a confrontational type of bitch. It was like, you ever heard of that term? Like this, they say bitch is universal term nowadays. I could use that as an example. But I'm just saying.
I know a content creator by the name of Jen Reynolds. And that was her channel name. And she would always start off her stream with where all my bitches at, as in a term of endearment, not as negative, not as a negative term whatsoever. It was more of a term of endearment. Where all my bitches at? Oh, you top bitch, you this bitch, that. That's just how she was. Very friendly person.
Yeah.
She doesn't do that anymore, but yeah, I know what you mean when you say that.
Yeah, and they gonna come to me correct. If not, don't come to me at all. And that's where Trip fucked up at. I'm not gonna give you what you want after you disrespect me and try to put these allegations on me that I'm taking money to maneuver my channel. I don't like that. You're talking about the integrity of my channel when you talk about that. And she went about it all wrong by tagging me in a community post. Say your friend or your YouTube friend, your digital or virtual friend that you're cultivating friendship with, addresses you or asks you a question, kind of alluding to the fact that you did something, and then they ask you on a YouTube post instead of asking you on your inbox. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that it could have been handled a different way, or do you think that?
Oh, when you got something, all right, I'm glad you brought this up. Why bring something publicly when it's more than obvious that should have been handled on a personal basis?
Thank you.
I'll give you, do you call a thing called Gamergate? This was about 6 years ago on YouTube. Gamergate. All right. Gamergate was a big thing. Okay. It was about reporters that worked for certain companies that gave advantageous or good reviews about a game, not because the game was good, but because either they were friendly with or they got paid by certain companies to encourage people to purchase these apps, these game apps. Right? And this was a big thing. Right?
Oh, this should happen. They should do this on the YouTube on the black tea sector. Yeah. It looked like some counterculture type shit, but counterculture for the YouTube.
But here's the sad part about what happened during Gamergate. Okay. Even though this was this behavior was exposed, what happened was a certain individual that was in the middle of Gamergate accused a programmer, a person that actually worked on games and stuff like that, accused this man of holding her, imprisoning her, raping her.
Oh my goodness, trigger
warning. Trigger warning. But didn't go to the police. She brought it straight to the internet. Ruined this man's reputation, ruined this man's livelihood, because he ended up getting fired from the company he was with, and the man wasn't, exactly all together. He was on medication, and he was so bad off that he took his own life. All right. This is why this type of behavior bothers me. When people will lie and want to get the court of public opinion on something instead of going to actual court, instead of going to the police. Why did you go to the internet instead of going to the police?
They want court justice. And you know what YouTube court justice. And you know what YouTube court justice equates to?
Mob mentality.
And cash apps and payola for sympathy.
Thank you. And I will not join the mob for anything. Ever. I made that decision back when I was 18, when I just turned 18. I will never go with the mob. I did it once, never do it again. Not going to get into that story, but we'll just say it was a life-changing decision that I'm glad I made.
You still in there now?
Say again?
You still affiliated now?
Yes, that's a lifelong thing.
Oh.
But retired, you could say.
I know that's right, Electro. Hey, listen here. Everybody got their own clique and crew and shit. I don't knock anybody for having a tribe that they call brothers.
That's exactly what. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I don't do that. You know.
You could say I'm an elder. You know, I'm an elder and an active
elder. Triple. OG triple.
Exactly.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
But my thing is, mob mentality bothers me, and that's what happens on YouTube a lot. You'll get somebody making false accusations, and then the mob, for whatever reason, if you say a thing enough, people will believe it. No matter how outlandish it can be, you say a thing enough, people will believe it. And once you get that ball rolling,
repetition.
Yeah, once you get that ball rolling, it's unstoppable until somebody gets hurt. And then this is where the chatters come in. This is when you have to be an individual. You and also other content creators. You have to be an individual. You have to be able to think critically.
Oh, that's a word, but I'm telling you, we live in a time when common sense ain't just too common.
You're right. Common sense is worth gold right now.
Facts.
But you have to be able to be a critical thinker and be able to make the choice of not to follow a mob.
Yep.
And make that choice your own and stick to it. You have to hold yourself accountable.
Don't follow the majority of what's being popularized. I don't do that.
It's too easy.
Mhm.
It's way too easy.
I so agree. Way too easy. But Electrojet, I thank you for coming up here with me and cooling it and
I
giving.
know. I thank you for letting me up here. I hope I didn't bore everybody.
No. I wouldn't engage with you the way I did because I enjoyed this wise counsel coming from a wise individual who been around the block, the YouTube block before, and knows how this thing can get down. And you really did encourage me up here. I appreciate all my panelists who hit the link today because y'all really did encourage me in the YouTube sphere. Y'all did. Y'all encouraged me like a motherfucker. Not that I was discouraged, but all the love is well appreciated and supported because a whole lot is going on right now. But trust and believe, even more is going on behind the scenes, and you have nothing to fret about, cultivators. I definitely have nothing to fret about because I'm safe, I'm cool, I'm calm. Income is still incoming, and most of all, the Most High is pleased, and He is gracing just my life, and I can't complain. I'm gonna end it here, y'all. Electro J, you want to let them know where they can find you and what you have coming up?
Well, honestly, I'm not been doing too much. I just, if you don't mind me saying what I usually say, if
Absolutely.
if you guys can try to help somebody less fortunate than you, whether it be monetarily or whether it be, lending an ear, giving someone a shoulder to cry on, just try to help somebody that's in a worse position than you. You don't have to hurt yourself to do it. Just help just help a brother or sister out if you can. That's all I got to say.
Agree. I agree. And you will be blessed. You will be blessed from on high.
Oh yeah, not only will you do your soul justice, you're doing them justice.
That part. That part. And that's what humanity is here for. Um, we don't have humanitarians like we once did in yesteryear. But and when you just look out for your fellow neighbor, just one person, and if everyone tries to look out for their neighbor, everybody eventually be taken care of. And that's what makes the world go round. Carousel.
Well, Mr. Cultivate Car, I want to say thank you, my brother, for letting me up here. And
Absolutely.
it was actually nice to have a conversation and not have to deal with what I usually deal with. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And I won't be a stranger. I'm going to be over there. Wait a minute. To let them people know where they can find you. Is it called the People's Podcast? Oh, you
Oh
say
no, that's a people. I go there a lot too.
oh, okay.
People actually, let me talk about them. The People's Podcast.
Shameless.
That is they audit. They are auditors. They audit police. Eli, the owner of the channel, great person. That is one of the best police auditors that you can find out there. Check out his content.
Came across, it's a channel I watch, and they go around making sure that the city hall, not the city hall, town hall meetings are being done properly. They make sure that the laws, like the citizen laws, are being enacted and being followed properly. I love them. I forgot what the name of their page was.
But these people are the People's Podcast. You can check them out.
I am.
There's a Spanish channel, there's an English channel, there's a bunch of them. But check out the People's Podcast.
Like
Eli, he's good. My channel is my name.
Okay. I like that though. I like that. Okay. I'll check out the People's Podcast as soon as I can, y'all. Y'all go over there, check out Letro Jed and the People's Podcast if you feel up to it. Sounds dope. Sounds dope.
Alrighty.
And
Good
I
night,
appreciate
everybody. I'm gonna say goodbye, Cultivate. Thank you again. I really appreciate having a grown-up conversation and not having to argue.
Absolutely. And you could always get that from me.
All right, brother. And to the chat, God bless and good night.
Good night. God bless. Because trust, my cultivators can what? Count on me through thick and thin. A friendship that will never end. For you are weak, I will be strong. helping the cultivators to carry on. Count on me, I will be there. Don't be afraid. Please believe me when I say, count on. 'Cause you can count on Kai. Yeah, that's all I got to say. And cultivate our peace. And then my love, hold on, I'm gonna take myself on peace. No stream, y'all said they want their money. We ain't closing out with no video. Stream, y'all said we not having it until you pay us our bread. But I'm out, y'all. I really do appreciate it. I'm going. I appreciate y'all. Cultivate out. And I think clarity has been cultivated. Peace.